Hello, this is a brow tutorial on how you guys can do brows really fast. As you can see, my makeup's all done, but I don't look finished. And the way to get finished is to do your brows. I love Younique's Brow Obsession palette. I use the color Brunette. It's got 2 different shades for your brows. It's got some pomade and then a highlighter and pretty much just an eraser. And you also need an artisan brush. It's a very fine tipped brush for doing your brows. I'm going to start off by stamping my brows. So with doing your brows, you really want to go by the tip of your nose and your water line. So that's going to be my stopping point right there. And then you angle your brush right through your pupil from the tip of your nose. That's going to be my arch. And then from the corner of your eye, from the tip of your nose, that's where it's going to end. So now I have a stamped out pretty close to what I'm going to need. With that, I'm going to go in with the darker shade and the pomade back and forth. Wipe off the excess. This is going to make it so I have a very fine tip. It's also amazing is that you have this mirror so you can do your brows. So I'm going to start from the stamp and just follow my hairline underneath. All the way to the end. So that is my underline brow. Now I'm going to go back into the dark, and I'm going to start right here at my arch and work down to my tail. Like that. Sorry, I've got hair. And then from about midpoint, I'm going to connect these two to my arch. So now you've got an outline for your brows. Now all you do is fill in. It doesn't take much. These brow palettes last forever. So now that I'm at that point, I'm going to stop and go to my lighter shade. And just stamp it to the dark. And do little flicks right there at the end to kind of blend those two together. Needed to define my arch a little bit, so I just tapped into that darker shade. And voila, you have your brow. Now, if you want to clean it up, just go ahead and take that pink. And I saw that I need to clean up a little bit right here, so I'm just going to grab on the other side of my brush a little bit of that pink and just clean it up underneath. You can also do this with concealer and get rid of my stamp. Just to define it. And then you take a blending bud and just mix it up. You also want to take a spoolie and just kind of brush up your brows a little bit. Make it look natural. And voila, there's your brow. I'll speed up the other eye. done. The Younique Subset or Brow Obsession palette. If you're like really blonde, then I would suggest we have 3 shades. We have blonde, brunette, and dark. And really, there isn't too much of a difference. That's why I stick with the brunette, because it's in between the two, and I'm blonde, kind of. So, if you want to do your brows, definitely try this. This brush along with this palette. They're life changers. And you see, my face is done. I just need some lips. All right. There is your brow tutorial.